Today, I want to share with you a very special and prestigious scholarship in Europe, and it is the Swedish Institute Scholarship. This scholarship is fully funded by the Swedish government. Imagine the government of these beautiful countries. They want you to come to their country to study for free, and they are investing so much in you. And this is one amazing opportunities when you want to study abroad, and it is fully funded by the government of the countries or other organizations. So this scholarship in Sweden is fully funded by the Swedish government. It's a fully funded master's scholarship that you can apply for full-time programs in the area of public health, governance, entrepreneurship and innovation, or STEM. So STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Okay, if you're in this field that I just mentioned, you are able to apply for this scholarship. And very important thing is that you must have a bachelor's degree to apply for the master's scholarship, and you must also have work experience. The work experience should be either paid or unpaid, or volunteering or freelancing, or you are a CEO or you are the employee. You must have work experience to apply for this scholarship. Now, why am I sharing this with you? This scholarship is not yet open. It will open February 2026. However, this is the very critical part of this scholarship I'm sharing with you. You need to prep yourself before the application opens next year. The scholarship will only be open for 2 weeks. So tell me what you want to do in 2 weeks if you are not aware to do all the work. And this scholarship involves you doing lots of work. Okay? First you need to do is you need to apply to Swedish University for admissions now. Admissions in Sweden are currently open, and they are open once a year to some public universities in Sweden that are eligible for the Swedish scholarship. Admission opened mid last month and it will be closing mid January. So if you do not apply for admissions to the eligible universities during these application windows, you will not be able to apply for the scholarship when it opens in February. That's one. Number two, this scholarship is very special, and that's because they have their special document to apply for their scholarship. They have sample document for their CV, sample document for reference letter, sample document to prove your work experience, leadership experience. They have their special documents, and of all their documents that they have, they still have requirements on how you can or how you should submit complete the documents. Okay, so it's a whole lot of work. So the earlier you know about the scholarship, you prep yourself. Those who needs to sign for you, signs on time, do all your preparation, the better for you, because you can't do all of this in 2 weeks. I applied for the scholarship in 2020, and I know how stressful it was. So the earlier you apply for the scholarship, the better. The earlier you know about it, you prep yourself now, the better for you. And that's why I am here to share the information with you before the application opens in February. I hope I tried. If you know say I tried, give me a thumbs up. If you know I tried, give me a thumbs up. So guys, please do subscribe if you have not done so. Share my videos to your family and friends, and also like this video. And if possible, just tell me thank you in the comment. That will make me happy. That will make me smile. Okay? And yeah, before I share my screen, just to let you know, we have so many more scholarship on my scholarship website, ScholarWaka. So please go to ScholarWaka page and explore more scholarship. Okay, for those looking for BSc scholarships and they want to go with their family, consider Sweden. Okay, and I think I will have a couple of scholarships for BSc on also my website, ScholarWaka. Do check them out and explore all of them. Thank you so much, guys. Right now, I'll share my screen with you now as usual, and take you through all you need to know about the scholarship, and also how you can prepare before the application for the scholarship opens February next year, and also how you can submit your application for admissions. Okay, let's get into it. Guys, so here is the Swedish Institute official website where I'm going to walk you through all you need to know about the scholarship. Before we get into it, I just want to quickly show you this page where I wrote my story, or I shared my story about how I faced 23 rejections until I finally got that one scholarship that told me a yes. So this is my story, and this particular scholarship I'm sharing with you now is something I applied for in 2020. Okay, so you can see the list of 2021 actually applied for it. So you can see the list of different scholarships I have applied for, I have explored, and this one I want to share with you today is just one of them. So do well to also explore my scholarship page, ScholarWaka. There are so many scholarships here you can apply for, so many. Okay, for bachelor's degree, for master's degree, for PhD. So just come here and explore. Surely going to find something that aligns to what you are looking for, and I wish you all the best in your applications. So now let's go back to the website. So here you can see that anyone that wants to apply for this scholarship, someone that have interest to contribute to sustainable development in their home country. So, and also you must be applying for a master's scholarship in Sweden. So down the page you're going to see more info about the scholarship. Like I told you in the video intro, scholarship is going to open in February. So February 9 is when it will be open. However, you need to know what to do and how to do it before the application opens in February, and that's why we are here. So these are different tags that you can use to navigate the website, but we'll go through that very carefully. One of my advice for you is come here on your own and do your own detailed review, detailed reading about this page. They have so many information that this video is not enough for you to understand everything you need to grab from applying for this scholarship. So do come here on your own to also watch that video and read through all the information you need to be aware of. So to apply for this scholarship, you're going to apply for a master's full-time 1 year or 2 years master's program at Swedish universities, and they are English taught programs, so no fear about studying in the Swedish language. And to apply for the scholarship, you must be applying for scholarship in these areas of study: governance, public health, entrepreneurship and innovation, and in STEM. So if you know that this area of study falls within what aligns to your career goal, then you are good to go to apply for the scholarship. And a very key thing for you to note is that about 34 countries are eligible to apply for these SI scholarships, and to apply for the scholarship as well, you must apply for an eligible master's program. So they have a list of programs you must apply for, which I'm going to show to you shortly, for you to be able to apply for the scholarship. And you must be liable to pay tuition fee. So this means that you must be among those people that are eligible to pay full tuition fee to study in Sweden. You must also have work experience. So one thing about the Swedish Institute Scholarship is that you must need to have work experience, whether paid or unpaid, or all that information I'm going to show to you shortly. And you should also have leadership experience, whether in your previous place of work, your current place of work, or maybe volunteering experience, community development engagement, or civil society engagement. You must have anything that has to do with leadership, whether in your school, in your church, in your community. There must be a form of something that you have done, a way of giving back to your community and leading to provide solutions to problems wherever you are. But now, the reason why you are seeing this video, like I said earlier, is the fact that you need to apply for admissions to Swedish universities. And the deadline for applying for admissions is January 2026. And as you can see here, the date for you to apply for scholarship is in February. So if you miss this application timeline or application cycle for admissions, you will not be able to apply for the Swedish scholarship when it opens. And as you can see, it's only open for 2 weeks, so you can't do anything in 2 weeks because it's a whole lot of process, which you're also going to see very shortly. So now let's go down. Now see all the scholarship benefits. It covers your full tuition fee, gives you monthly stipend that will cover your living expenses while you are on your study. It covers your travel grant, which is supports you for you to be able to leave your country to go to Sweden for your program. And you also have the experience or access to the SI Institute network, which is also a very good one. And here are some of the things that they will not cover if you are applying for the scholarship. Your insurance, when you get to Sweden, will not be covered by the scholarship. The family can travel with you, but the travel expenses will not be covered by the scholarship. Your application fee. So when you're applying to Swedish Institute for your admissions, you need to pay, I think it's approximately about $100 to apply to up to 6-7 courses in Sweden. They will not cover that for you. That is on you to cover. And also they will not cover any expenses that is outside the programs you have applied for when you were given the scholarship. So please take note of all of that. And the criteria, like I said, I think we've mentioned this already before, up there. You must be a citizen of the countries, the 3 countries that are eligible to apply for the scholarship. Which are these countries you can see here? So we find the name of your country on this list, then you are able to apply. I'm surprised that we don't have Ghana on this list. Hi, my Ghana people. I'm so sorry, but your name is not here. Ghana is not on this list, but you can see these are the 3 countries that are eligible to apply for this Swedish Institute Scholarship. Secondly, apply for your master's degree program. That the course you want to apply for is among the list of courses eligible for the SI scholarship. Apply for admissions on or before 15th of January 2026, and you must also show proof of your work experience and leadership experience when applying for the scholarship. So here you can see that if you want to apply for the Swedish Institute Scholarship, just go down the page to see more info. So here are the eligible programs. So if you're applying for the scholarship, they have list of eligible programs for their master's program. So before you begin any of your application on this admissions website, please ensure that the list of your programs that they are approved by the scholarship body. So here is a list of all the eligible programs that can apply for the scholarship. So if it's the name of your preferred course on this list, then you are able to apply. So applying for admissions on the admissions website, I think you can select up to 6 or 7 courses, either 5 to 7, I can't remember. So you can choose up to 5, 6, 7 courses when applying for admissions. So ensure that whatever you're choosing, they fall within these courses you can see here. Okay, and down here as well, you're going to see the info about how you can apply to Swedish admissions. So shortly I'm going to show you how you'll be able to use this university admission website for you to be able to apply for admissions to schools in Sweden. But ensure that you are eligible before you can submit your application through the application portal. Here as well, you can see what you talked about work experience. You must demonstrate your work experience if you want to apply for the scholarship, and all the information you need to know about your work experience is here. What they approve or what is eligible as a work experience is if you have experience, whether full-time or part-time, or you have worked as an employee, an employer, or a freelancer, you are able to use that as your work experience. And one very important thing is that you must be able to prove your work experience. So there will be a template or a document that you will need to, we're going to see shortly as well. I need to provide all of those information about your leadership experience or your work experience. And here are some of the requirements just talked about here. To prove your work experience, they also have requirements as well. And here you can see, anybody from this country, you must show at least 3,000 hours of work experience prior to February 2026. So it's a whole lot of work ensuring that you're able to meet this number of hours that you have worked. So that is the minimum requirements when it comes to work experience, and this must be accumulated from a maximum of 3 employers. So you can't do more than 3 if you want to ensure that you have worked 3,000 hours. Okay, so please just ensure that you come in here to read all of those information. Let's go down. So please do come in here and read these informations. They are very, very helpful, but I have summarized everything for you earlier. This timeline is what we have also mentioned before. Apply for admissions now between October 15th and January 15th. Apply for admission to be open for only 2 weeks, and then you see the dates for screening and also when you'll be notified of your scholarship award. So it's a very crucial part of the application process, my advice is please come here and read all of this information you can see here. Okay, the first one is applying for your master's program. So yeah, they even mentioned it here. You can apply for up to 4 master's program on the university admission website. Okay, you can only choose 4 courses. So whatever you are choosing, if you're targeting this scholarship, choose courses that are eligible for this scholarship. Okay, and when you want to apply for your scholarship, you just need to click on this link here. So this link will take you to their official scholarship page, where you can see, how you can search for the scholarship, how you can, fill in your scholarship information. But yeah, if you want to make a video about how to apply for scholarship via this website, let me know. I don't want this video to be too long, so I won't go into how to apply, but it is pretty straightforward. You just need to see the instruction here, create an account, log in if you have an account, or create an account, and you'll be able to select the courses you have interest in. And please don't forget that you need a very, very, very good personal statement for you to be able to apply for admissions. Your very good CV, very good personal statement, very good recommendation letters. And if you need me to support to review your document for you, let me know. I'll be happy to do that. So if you want to do a video about how to apply for admissions, let me know, and I can do another video to talk about that. So I'll just go back to the scholarship page. So next thing for you to notice, so please just come here and read on the info about applying for admissions. Everything you need to know, they are here. It is pretty very straightforward, but if you want me to do another video about that, let me know. I'll be happy to do that for you. And also, for applying for the scholarship, here is where you're going to see the different documents I talked about. So you can see that for CV, they have a special template for CV, which is this, and they also have their own criteria for the CV. So here you can see that for the CV, they said CV should not exceed 3 pages. So you must take note of their criteria as you're applying for the scholarship. You must not exceed 3 pages, and it's up to you to decide the number of experiences you want to add. So if you had 10 work experience, if you had 20, you can add them. So far, it is not more than 3 pages. So please take note. So what about Swedish Institute Scholarship is that they are very particular about you using their template. You cannot use your former CV template to write or to apply for their scholarship. You must use that document. You must use their template. You can also see here proof of work and internship experience. They also have a sample here that you must use. So please use their template and also follow their instruction. For work experience, it says that you need to show the proof of your work and leadership experience, and it must be signed by a referee and stamped. And it should be an official stamp. So you see the whole lot of work that is involved here. Imagine after hand signing the document, it means that you need to print out the document. They should hand sign it, and they should also give it an official stamp. Okay, please take note of this. They are very, very crucial. So here is it. The form should be typed, then printed, then signed, then stamped, and uploaded as one PDF file. So you can see that no matter how long you have your work experience or leadership experience, no matter how long the document is, you should print it out from the printer, and it should be hand signed. So after you have typed using your computer, you have to print it out. Then it should be hand signed by whoever is going to sign it for you. Then it must have a stamp. But if you don't have a stamp, then you can do a notary office signature. So just take note of these instructions, because if you miss it, that is it. And you can also come to their frequently asked question page. It is also very, very useful. You're going to find very useful answers as well as you apply for the program. And here they also have you to provide submit 2 letter of reference from 2 different referees, and you can also see that they also have a template for that. So just ensure that you download their template. Do everything they want you to do. Do not do your own, because if you do so, you are going to miss the opportunity. And do not forget that whatever you have told you to do, please follow their instruction. This is where they said you should first of all type on the document, then print it, then take it to your referees to sign, and if possible they should use their official stamp to stamp it. My advice is, when applying for this program, if the office do not have a stamp, please help them to go and create a stamp, so that at least there's an official stamp on your document. Or if possible, go to a notary office if that is easier for you. After they have signed it, then go to a notary office for them to be able to give you that seal to make it an authentic document. And you can also see here, it should be submitted as a single file. So single file means that if your reference letter has 3 or 4 or 5 pages, save them as one PDF document. Like I said, if you want me to review your document for you before you submit them, let me know. I'm happy to do a final check and review for you. And you can also join my mentorship community group, where we will also help review all of this for those who are applying for this particular scholarship. And then other information you need to know: you need to have a valid passport or ID to apply for the scholarship. You also need to provide a motivation, which is like your personal statement applying for the scholarship. You need to also provide that as well for your application. So all the info you need to know about the scholarship is here. My advice is, please, very importantly, ensure that you download these documents and ensure that you have them open. Complete all the information you need to complete. Go through them very, very, very carefully. If you want us to go through it together, let me know. I'm happy to provide that support or advice on how best this should be completed. And then give yourself time to provide the best information you can provide, and also time as well to your referees for them to be able to provide you their signature and their stamp. You need to provide your motivation for applying for the admissions. They have 2 ways you can do that. They said that you might be randomly selected for you to do a short video presentation, talk about your motivation, or you may be asked to write your motivation. So please just be prepared. Either you have a written motivational letter, or be prepared to provide a recorded video for your motivation. Any which way, please be prepared for that. Okay. So also note that for you to provide all your documents for the application, everything must be written in English language. Whatever country you are from, it must be completed in English language. So if you're not from an English speaking country, this is just the requirement. It must be written in English, and that's because your courses will also be taught in English language. So it is wise that you write your application in English, just in case you're not from an English speaking country. And I just want to also flash on my screen what the template for each of the application document looks like. So here you can see that this is a CV template for this SI scholarship, and how they want you to complete the information. All the instructions are here, so you can see do not exceed 3 pages. They give you all their formats. Please try to follow their process and their format to do it. They won't give you a place where you're going to put your address, your phone number. Every information you need is here. Please follow their instruction carefully and follow their format. Okay, and this is for reference letter. Those will be completing your reference. All the information on how they can complete the references are here. Who can sign, who cannot submit a reference for you, everything you need to do. Here they say that a worker or a family member or a relative or a friend cannot do that for you. So just ensure that you follow their instruction very, very, very carefully. So come here and read, digest everything. That's why you are aware of this information now before it will open later. Okay, so please do come here. Same thing as well for the proof of work and leadership experience. They also have their own criteria, how many hours they want you to prove, how it should align to your CV. My advice is whatever you're going to write here on this document should be also what can be seen on your CV. So do well to ensure that you read all of these very carefully before you submit your application. Okay, please follow their guidelines. Okay, so now let's go back to the scholarship information. So now let's go next to SI screening and evaluation. So there you're going to see the screening process and evaluation process for the scholarship. So please do come here and read that for yourself. Notification from scholarship admission. So when you apply for the scholarship, you'll be notified by March if your application was successful. and also you'll be notified as well for the scholarship when it is successful. And those who will be successful to the next stage of the scholarship application, they will also be informed as well, and they will do lots of rigid screening and evaluation process for them to get their best candidates. And those who are successful will be announced by 23rd of April 2026. So guys, this is a very, very competitive yet a very good scholarship. So if you can start your preparations on time, trust me, you'll be able to have everything in good place. So I wish you all the best in your application. Let me know if you have any question, and I hope this was helpful. Before you go, please smash the subscribe button, like this video, and do not forget that they have the courses you must apply to. So please come here and go through all their courses and ensure that you find the courses that align to what you are looking for. The programs are very diverse. They cut across courses in agriculture, science, leadership, innovation. It is really, really diverse. Even those in the medical field as well can get something for themselves. So really explore. See courses here in public health. They have lots of courses here. Robotics. Yeah, please do explore and submit a very good application.